So yes, Lasernet Testnet is officially live. We're really excited about this feat, but also to look forward and to take these next steps into onboarding all of our current and upcoming partners onto the Lasernet Testnet. But before I get too far into this, I also think it's very important for us to take a step back and look at all that's led up to getting us to this point, right? Lasernet did not just come about overnight. This is actually a product and an architecture that we've been researching, conceptualizing, and iterating for over a year and a half now. We actually had a different architecture that we were already pretty deep in the process of in terms of the research stage and the development stage of it. But after ongoing partnership discussions and seeing how the industry has evolved over the last year and a half in terms of its demand and need for oracles, right, the use case of oracles, we decided to pivot and shift in terms of this architecture and implement something more modular, something that can adapt to these ongoing changes that we saw and meet the growing needs of the industry from the Oracle side. And so it's been over a year and a half of this stage. We actually were also in a Devnet stage for Lasernet over the last 4 months. And I'm happy to show the metrics that during that Devnet stage, over 15 million transactions were processed on Lasernet. And over 100 million asset price feed updates were pushed on-chain. And so over the course of this, over 8 million blocks were produced, and there was zero downtime on Devnet. And so this gave us the confidence and also a little bit of a stress test, battle test stage of confidence to push Lasernet Testnet live. And so now that Testnet's live, what's to come next? That's the question at hand. This is the exciting question from my perspective, right? On the BD team, this is where BD shipping comes to life. We're already in active discussions with a very large amount of our partners for months now about Lumina, right? Understanding their needs from the Lumina architecture and what their current Oracle needs are and how they expect these to grow and develop over the coming months and years. And now that Testnet's live, we get to actually onboard all of these partners that we've been in discussions with. And we get to onboard new partners that are already on Testnet on various blockchain environments and really start to grow. And the real goal of this is obviously to onboard and continually grow our ecosystem, but also to really battle test and stress test Lumina in a more Testnet environment where dApp builders, dApp architects are actually integrating and accessing these price feeds. One of the things I'm super excited about is not only testing the push-based price feeds that DIA has always supported, but really now getting into this stage of pull-based price feeds. I think that this is a huge opportunity of growth for DIA because of the demand that we've seen recently from our partners and from prospective partners on the pull-based side, specifically relating to mostly the perp DEX applications. So perpetual decentralized exchanges are really those which are requesting pull-based price feeds. And so we're really excited about that. We're also excited to get feedback altogether, not just about the product actually in implementation, but about all things surrounding it, right? About the technical documentation, get input on that. How can we improve that? How can we really make a very comprehensive product that's ready to go to market? And once we have the confidence and, in not just the stack and in the architecture, but in the ecosystem and the documentation and everything that needs to be comprehensively brought together to bring this to life at full speed, that's when mainnet's going to go live. And I'm super excited about this. I'm ready to be heads down, as many hours as it takes to continue shipping Lasernet and get this thing live on mainnet and to support as many partners and new partners as we possibly can. So this is a super exciting part and stage in the DIA lifecycle, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Okay, so Lasernet is live, and it's a completely fundamentally modular architecture. Entire Lumina's design has been designed to be modular because we wanted it to scale endlessly, and then we want to have this flexibility of actually exchanging one component to another in case there are some major improvements in the components themselves, because we see how quickly the space is evolving. I mean, the overall layer 2 scaling space, right? There are so many solutions popping up. And this modularity allows to ensure that you're future-proof from like one technology becoming irrelevant while the other is becoming more relevant. And this is how we built it so that it would be completely designed to withstand all the future challenges. So yeah, excited for what's upcoming, and yeah, now we can build for the future of crypto space. And initially, for this iteration, like we are really proud with the partners that we have worked together to bring Lumina uh, the production. So first of all, yeah, Conduit, amazing team with amazing support and amazing technology. So yeah, they just allow you to deploy rollup so easily, and then they allow you to customize it depending on what you need, in terms of like the layer of token set and other things. They really will help you with everything. So it's really pleasant journey to work with them. Then, of course, Lasernet is an OP stack-based rollup, and we chose to work with Optimism because since the beginning they were more focused on this like layer 2 scaling approach, and we feel that their open source code base is really what resonates with us as a team, because we are also like open source, and we want to promote this and push forward. So yeah, this has been a big deal to work with Optimism. Very happy about their team and the solutions that they're building. And then we chose to go with Celestia as a DA layer. So as you know, like DA data availability space is pretty young still, but at the same time, Celestia has been able to actually capitalize on this growth. And I think they're one of the main ones right now in the DA space. Yeah, they really released a uh, very sophisticated product which you can use right away and which allows you to actually scale much more than using Ethereum as a main DA layer. And finally, Hyperlane. Yeah, can be vocal more about this team because it's just such a smart solution that allows you to actually integrate any chain that you want compared to, for example, other messaging protocols, which you have to go and ask to manually integrate, some chain. And Hyperlane really allows you to integrate any EVM, non-EVM chain by yourself. And in the world where we see hundreds, thousands, and later maybe even million rollups operating at the same time, I think Hyperlane is the solution which will help to actually make them interoperable. Yeah, and overall, this is just the first set of solutions that we built. We see that you will be able to actually plug new solutions by yourself. I mean, like, yeah, if you don't like using Hyperlane, you can use your own messaging protocol. If you don't like using our set of Oracle feeders, you can build it on your own. If you don't like the oracles that we deployed as smart contracts in the Lasernet, you can build your own. So this is what's beautiful about Lumina, because you can really customize and build based on your needs and how you want, and you don't have to go to our team and ask for it. So yeah, let's build together for the open future of crypto.
Hey everyone, I'm super excited to give you the latest on Lumina. So what we're doing currently is really stress testing the network, adding more features, DEX data sources, DEX price feeds. Team is heads down working on ZK coprocessors, researching for the best integration. We are currently working on the decentralized database with the Quill team. So this will really enable us to push more complex methodologies. And then, obviously, the permissionless access to the network. More dApps will be able to use Lasernet, capture value, and provide utility to the DA token. So really the flywheel effect we all hope for and we're already seeing. And what can I say? I mean, the team is obviously super excited, but it's not just us here. It's the builders, and it comes as no surprise. To be frank, we have been designing this with the leading DeFi teams, building in mind and getting their feedback, iterating on how to best build Lasernet. And the positive feedback is really great to see, and very ensuring that this will be a great adoption driver. So the roadmap ahead, right? Mainnet is going to launch in Q1, and after that, full focus on going entirely permissionless. So opening, onboarding for feeders, and making the whole network more resilient, distributing it globally onto various machines and people running it. And before that, I'm also really, really excited. Long time in the making, and shipping it in the first week of December. Staking is gonna come, right? So reward for early adopters of Lasernet. The mechanism is here to incentivize these long-term holders, but also to really provide liquidity migration to the new Lasernet chain. And it is super easy to use, right? There's a great UI which will be made available in the first week of December. You can just stake DIA on ETH mainnet on a first come, first served basis. So it will be, we can't guarantee everybody will have a chance to stake, but first come, first served funds will be locked for 6 months. Stake DIA will remain on ETH mainnet. Rewards will be claimable on Lasernet and will provide bridging integration to pull your rewards from Lasernet, or you can keep them there and stake in the next iteration on Lasernet. So super excited, and I want to thank the entire community. Guys, this has been a long journey, and it's a new chapter for DIA, and it comes with the support from the community, from all the builders out there, from all the stakeholders contributing to DIA. Thanks so much. It was so